Good afternoon, everybody. Today, the Flores family is going to have flautas. Okay, we're going to have two different types of flautas. We're going to have chicken flautas, and then we're going to have a baked potato flauta. And we're going to work on that in a minute. But first, let's go over the chicken. Basically, this is chicken breast from a roasted tier chicken we had earlier in the week. We ate the wings and the thighs and the legs, and now we have the breast. It's already shredded, ready to go. And Rosie got some thin tortillas from Fiesta, I believe. They're pretty good. She's going to use the red ones for the baked potato flautas and the regular ones for the regular flautas. And she's going to brush it with a mixture of water and all-purpose flour. That's the way she seals it. We're not going to use toothpicks. She's done it before. She says it works good. And here we have the seasoning. She's going to use the tomato bouillon, and then she's going to use garlic, black pepper, onion, and we're going to use the Cavender's Greek seasoning, or you can use all-purpose seasoning or Tony Chachere's, whatever you like, basic or just salt. Basically, season this, and we're going to put chopped cilantro and an onion, minced really good while we season the meat on the saucepan before we start the rollout of the taquitos, and then we're going to fry them in vegetable. I prefer olive oil. See what she uses. And basically, we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to cook the potato, mash it up, leave the skin on, and then add all the ingredients. We don't put butter and we don't put sour cream. We're going to dip it in sour cream because it becomes too moist and it comes out during the frying process. So we're going to take that off of there. Yeah, so we're going to basically roll them out with as baked potato taquitos. They're real good. She tried them already. We got avocado for the dip with sour cream, and we didn't have time to make salsa, so I bought this salsa. Verde salsa, the green guacamole salsa, and the red one, and they're pretty good. Those usually I buy those or Centennial, or they got different other salsas, but we usually go with these. They're about $2 each, and because we're already out of salsa, so we haven't made another batch. And it's going to be a quick dinner, and we're not making the video. We're not cooking to make a video. Once again, we're just documenting what we're eating for dinner. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll come back to you as the process starts. Okay, here we are in the skillet. Rosie already put her onions in there, and now she's going to add her meat. She sauteed the onions for a few seconds and got them brown. Now she's adding the meat, which is the chicken breast. She's going to work that out. We got our potato right here boiling whole for the baked potato taquitos. So we're working on that right now. It should come along pretty good. Okay, now Rosie's adding her seasoning, which is the onion powder, the pepper, the garlic, and the Cavender's Greek seasoning and tomato bouillon. It's all going on. And there's no measurement. Just put it on however much you think it might need. Not too much. The Cavender's has a lot of salt, so we're not adding salt. Later on, if we need salt, we'll taste it and see what it needs, and we'll add a little bit more of whatever it needs. So she's looking for a spoon for the bouillon, and the potatoes right here going good. And we'll pick it back up. It looks pretty good, and we'll pick it up, and we're gonna add water to season that. It's gonna saute really good and get it nice and flavorful. And then she's gonna chop up some cilantro, and she's gonna add that right now. Bam! There you go. How about that timing? So we'll pick it back up once we're further down the cooking process. Okay, we got the flavor just right. We had to add a little more of the bouillon and a little more of each of the sauces. And the cilantro just right. I figured it might need a little bit more, but it tastes just great. I already tasted it. Right now, we're just letting the water evaporate. We added a little more water, but it's got to simmer down and evaporate. And you don't want too watery. You want it kind of dry. So we're just going to be on top of it and stir it and let the water evaporate. And they'll be ready for the rollout. Okay, here we are. I forgot to mention, we leave the potato whole so it stays dry. It doesn't get too watery. And basically, you could have baked it in the oven, but it's faster if you boil it. But basically, like a baked potato, once you take it out the oven or take it out the boiling process, you cut it open, squeeze it, add all the ingredients, smash it up, and that was ready to roll. And it should come together. Once we pick it back up, we'll bring it back up again and show you the process. Okay, we got the chicken, the consistency we want, all the water evaporated, everything's nice and good, ready for the rollout. We're going to let it cool down because it's going to be hands-on, can't be too hot. But just want to say that you could do this with leftover barbecue, brisket, pulled pork, or whatever you want, different seasonings, but basically the ingredients. A lot of places I go to, I notice all they do is boil the chicken and shred it and roll it out, no seasoning whatsoever. And other people make it like that, but we've always made it with seasoning, season the meat. So I guess some people do, but I've tried them at other places. I just won't even order them anymore. I just rather make them at home. So Potato is Mr. Happy right now. That's Mr. Potato Head. Who does that remind you of? But anyway, here we go. We'll pick it back up. Okay, here we go with another process here. We cleaned the skillet really good. Now we got the tortillas warming up so they could roll out pretty good once the meat cools down. And this time Rosie's got a secret technique with the flour and the water where she's gonna pretty much use it on the end to paste it together, omitting the use of the toothpicks that we grew up using. So there's gonna be no toothpicks to deal with, and she's getting everything together. The meat's cooling down, and she's gonna start the rollout. We'll pick it up there. Yeah, Rosie decided to go with the tortillas from the Zacatecas and Ruiz tortillas because these that we bought at Fiesta are not up to par. You see how they're coming apart, and they're basically coming in two here, and this is just not gonna work. That's why she didn't know I had bought some tortillas already, so she bought some, and we're gonna continue to use the red ones we bought. But as far as the corn tortillas, the regular white, yellow corn tortillas, we're gonna go with the tortilla factories. All right, we're back. Rosie's already started the rollout. Here she is using her flour paste at the final end of the rollout, and then she's putting it in a pan and letting the flour cool off and dry up and paste up the tortilla, eliminating the toothpick process. So this is very good technique. First time I've seen it done. I've ate them before, and I thought she always took the toothpicks out, but it turns out she's been doing this secret technique that I didn't know about. And basically, show them the consistency of the flour. This is the consistency. It's flour and water, and it's like a paste.
Like a paste.
Yeah, basically like a paste. So that's what we're doing. And she's laying them out, and I'm sure that'll make a good casserole enchilada right there, right?
Yeah.
All you
and
can
then
need
you
is
just put this on the end like this.
There you go. She's putting it on the end, and she's wrapping it up. Man,
it
3
down.
for 5 right there, baby. Shoot, just like the old days. Okay, we got the tray almost full, but me and my sister were just talking, and we decided that, we don't have to fry them. I mean, this time we are going to fry them. We're going to make as many as we can, and whatever we cook now, we will. The rest we'll just freeze them up in the freezer, take them out some other time. But you can easily put some sour cream, some green salsa, and some chives on top of there, some queso blanco, and you got an excellent enchilada casserole, chicken enchiladas. That would have been a good one to do, but some other time. This time it's taquito night, flauta night. Okay, the potato is ready. If you like, you could peel the skin off the potato and just use straight potato. I'm going to use the skin of the potato. Keep it together a little bit better when it's rolled out in the taquito. We're going to use red tortillas. We're going to smash all the ingredients in a bowl. And here's the 3 ingredients. We're going to omit the sour cream and the butter because that makes it too watery. And the key is to keep it moist, but not too moist. So we're going to start that, and we'll come back to you once the process is done. All right, it's complete. I just added all the ingredients. I got the tortillas ready. Got to warm those up. And what I added was ground pepper, onion powder, garlic, and Cavender's instead of salt. I use this seasoning, and I tasted it right now. It's perfect. So we're good to go. We're going to start heating up the tortillas and continue the rollout. All right, now we're starting on the potato rollout. The baked potato taquitos, flautas. In other words, flautas. There they go. They're going to put those on the red tortillas. That way we can distinguish what's what. And we're not going to have quite as many, but just enough. And this is going to be great. I can't wait. Okay, the rollout has completed. And fortunately, we had just enough of the flour paste to complete the mission. And now we're gonna cut up the avocado, mix it with sour cream, get all the condiments together, and start the frying process. And then making the lettuce and the rice, and there you go. We're gonna come back with y'all with a full meal. Okay, now we're working on the rice, and we're gonna use the refried beans that come in a pack. But this time we got some bacon grease to put in there, and the rest of the seasonings that we use, the onion powder and the pepper and salt. And now we're getting the rice going, and we're gonna start the frying process, and we'll pick it back up a notch. Okay, we got some oil and onions starting to fry up, getting ready for the rice. This time we're gonna make 1 cup of rice, and I'm gonna eat my taquitos with a big salad. But there we go, 1 cup of rice, and that means 2 cups of water, and we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go again with the rice. We've already made a segment on the rice, but here we go. 2 cups of water in here, and then she puts 2 teaspoons of the red bouillon and 1 teaspoon of the green for 1 cup of rice. And that's 2 cups of water all mixed in. And over here on the frying process, she's browning the rice with the onions, and then she's gonna put some garlic powder and some pepper. No salt because the bouillon has salt. And then we'll take it up from there. And now she's getting the oil ready to start the frying process. And we're using vegetable oil. Canola oil or vegetable oil? Canola oil for the frying of the taquitos. And then we're going to have a basket with towels to absorb the oil and a little bit, set it all up. Alright, the rice is browned. She's about to add the water mixture with the bouillon. There it goes. She's going to give it a quick stir and cover that up for about 20 minutes, right?
Yeah, I'll wait for it to come to a boil,
And then
and then we cover it up.
And then we cover it up.
Put it on
Okay,
low.
the oil's ready, so she's about to get the taquitos frying. Might have to turn that down just a little. Okay, Rosie got the flautas, the taquitos in there right now, and the oil's just right. And she puts them a little close together so they don't come apart. But they seem to be doing really good right now. And we're gonna do a few at a time. You gotta give it room to roll, and you gotta be on top of it, or else it'll burn on one side. So you want them. And what I did, I got a tray with some cardboard to put them in to finish out the oil, to drain out the oil, absorb the oil more. So we'll pick it up once we get them going. There you go. She's got to work it. Doing pretty good. You got to be on top of that. Picking it up here. Just Rosie's noting how good they stay together with that flour paste. No toothpicks. We're going green. We're saving the trees today. And probably for now on. And we got our cardboard in our tray here. I like to use a cardboard because it absorbs a lot of the grease. And we don't go through so many expensive paper towels. And there's plenty of boxes to go around. So we'll pick it back up once we finish it up. Alright people, we got everything cooking up right now. And these right here are going to be put in the freezer. They didn't get fried, but they're going to go in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. I got a few in there. But just want to give you an example of how good that technique without the toothpick works. Check it out. They stuck together really good. And they're going to come out really good. No toothpick. Save the trees. Now we just started the beans. We put some bacon grease in this time. Some garlic powder, black pepper, and sea salt. Just a little bit of sea salt, and if we need more, we'll add it on. And now we're going to smash them up and refry them, and we're good to go. Getting everything together. The rice is on standby. I think the rice is done. That was the sounding of the bell. And we got everything greasing out on our tray here. See how that cardboard absorbs a lot of that grease? We'll get this all going pretty good and replate them on another tray and ready to serve. Start working on the salad after this. Oh, look at here. I got myself served. I like a lot of salad on my dish, but everybody else makes their own dish. And we're going to have a good dinner. Thanks for joining us again. Another dinner we're going to have here at the Flores Family. Rosie knocking it out with her new technique on rolling out these taquitos. And I'm going to do something that's socially unacceptable in today's day and age. And it's called the double D. Double dip. Triple dip. Why not? It's all mine. Not to forget, need some spice in my life. Thank you. Join us on the next one.